Hello everyone, I'm T-Junkie and welcome back to part 15. In this video tutorial what we're going to be doing is we're going to be creating the rest of our achievement system. Now here we've already got here is achievements menu. So we've already got this. Pardon me. So we've already got this. Now we need to create a window for it. Now the load game and new game windows are actually quite good. So I can't really complain about that actually. Now what we will be doing is copying the load game one, because why not? Changing it. I'm going to call it achievements window ID, which is 5, and then achievements window rect. Achievements window rect. Done. Not hard at all. Now we're going to do if underscore is achievements menu equals true, and then I want to do the rect for the achievements menu. Underscore achievements menu rect equals a GUI.window. We've created enough of these. And then we're going to copy this, find where we want our achievements, so down here. Oops. Void. Achievements display int underscore achievements window ID. And then we've got our achievements window. So what I will do on the other hand is back button. Here we go. Copy this, put that there. Underscore achievements window rect. Underscore is achievements menu. Let's save that because that's fine. Although I do want on the right hand side because I want the count of how many achievements we've already got and how many we've got left to get on the left. So I'm going to put it underscore achievements window rect dot width minus 160. So that should display on the left now. So if I save that off and then go up to our achievements, underscore is first menu equals false. Underscore is achievements menu equals true. Set that off, and then let's test it out. Achievements, there we go. We've got the back button down here. That's good, because down here I want the counter of how many achievements we've got unlocked, and I want all the achievements displaying in here. So we'll go back, it works. Now what I want, now what we're going to do is we're going to go to the top of our script again, and then I'll do everything underneath the achievements window, that way I'm keeping it all together. So we need to do private int for slots, yeah, int y slots equals 20, because I only want 20 achievements on my game. If you want more achievements, add more here, but I've hard typed it here, so all we have to do is change this number here at a later date. And then what we want to do is a public list. Oh yep, we don't have a list yet because we need to add it in here using system.collections.generic public list. Here we go. And then we want to have it as achievement variables. Achievement variables equals achievement variables. Whoops. Achievements equals a new list achievement variables. And under here we need to do a public list achievement variables. And then what we're going to call is the slots equals new list achievement variables. Now I said before, these achievements here, this achievement is going to have all the achievements we've already made in our variables, in our database. The slots, on the other hand, are going to have all our empty ones, which, if you look at the variables, we have an empty variable here. And then what we do need to do is we need to add our database as well. So we're going to do private, and I believe it was called achievement database, wasn't it? Yep. And I'm going to say it's a database, achievement database. Now, I believe that's all we need to do at the top. Actually, no, I need a scroll as well, so private, and I believe to do the scroll we need a vector 2, so vector 2, and we're going to say it's called achievement scroll position equals and vector 2.0. So that's just setting up our scroll. And now what I need to do is in our start function, I need to do underscore a database is equal to game object dot find game object with tag, and then we need to look for our one we tagged before in the last tutorial video. So and I believe it was called achievement database. Achievement database. I'm missing something here. I potentially could be missing something here actually. You know what? I'm having a major brain meltdown at the moment. So for now, I believe that's it. We're looking for the object with the tag achievement database, and then we need to get the component of achievement database, which if we look here, the achievement database script is in a component, and we should get in this component here, and that's that done. Now what we need to do is we need to create a for loop as well. So what a for loop is it checks for 3 conditions as it's executing this loop, and when it's met all 3 it breaks. So I'll explain. For int I equals 0, I is less than what did I call it? Slots, y slots. I plus plus. This is saying I equals 0 if I is less than how many slots we have, which is 20. I will keep increasing, and every time it increases, it goes through this script over and over, and this in these parentheses, sorry, over and over and over again. Now in here we need to do slots.add, and then we're going to say new achievement variables. Then we're going to do achievements.add new achievement variables. So this adds the content from all of our stuff over and over and over again. It's always nice. Now what we need to do is we can now start going down, I believe, and adding into our achievements area. So we're going to do it all above here. And what we're going to do is, for now, yeah, I think it might be a good idea. Yeah, I'll do it now. So I want to do is achievement scroll position equals a GUI dot begin scroll view. Yep, yes, begin scroll view, which is a new rect, and I want it 060 achievement window rect dot width -5. Then I want underscore achievement window rect dot height -122. I believe after testing before that was a good size to do it. Let's say underscore achievement scroll position, and then a new rect, and this is the actual borders now. So 0002000. 2000. That's enough height for the actual scrolling. False and true. So I figure it's best to explain this now. So what this is the beginning of the scroll view inside of the achievement display. We've already created the window, so we don't actually need to declare the size of the window. However, when we're creating the new scroll position, we do need to dictate how big the scroll window is. So think of it as you cut a hole in a piece of paper, a big square rectangular hole, and you have a piece of paper behind. If you move the paper behind up, you can see through the little window you made that it's moving. It's quite similar really. Is this here? I'm saying that it's 0 from the left but 60 from the top, and the width is the same but -5 from the right, sorry. And then it's doing the height, but I'm -122, so I've got 60 at the top and 60 at the bottom. I don't know if 122 is necessary, but I think it's 120. Pretty sure it's 120. We'll see anyway. And this is basically dictating the size of the window right now, the window that scrolls. The actual scroll wheel is going to be inside of this window, so bear that in mind. That's why this is only -5 on the width, not say our scroll bar, is 32 wide. It's not going to be -37 because I need a 5 gap. So this is basically the actual window that's going to be moving. So the rest of the content's hidden, and what you see, that rest of the content under here, which I need to actually, before I forget, I need to do a GUI.end scroll view, because if you don't do this, then the scroll view won't end. Yeah, it'll start basically anything between these two here now will be hidden, and you'll only be able to see it through this little window here we've created. So if I didn't add that, then the button would be included, and I have to scroll all the way down to the bottom to see the button, which is not good. Hopefully I managed to explain that. you're still confused about how scroll windows work, I'll demonstrate in a minute, but if you have any more problems, let me know. Whoops. Now what I am going to do is I'm going to say int I equals 0. This is an index we're going to be using. I is going to be the index of our slots. So I will keep counting up and up and up, and every time it keeps counting, it adds a new achievement in the actual achievement display. So what we're going to do is what we're going to do is create a for loop, and it's going to be the same again. So int y equals 0 if y is less than y slots, y or plus plus. This is just counting through again, same as before. Because we've already got I as the index, we're going to use y because we're using the y-axis. You can have this any letter you want, any letter you want really, it doesn't actually matter, but at the end of the day, I'm just doing it so I can say, oh, y is the y-axis. I know what this is here instead of using random letters. Down here, what we're going to be doing is, creating our little windows now that our achievements are going to nest in. So think of it as a nice box. Our little rectangle box is what we're going to create now. So GUI dot box, not that box, is a new is a new rect, and I'm going to say I want it 10 from the left. Because it's in the scroll view, I don't need to say it needs to be minus 60 down because it's in the scroll view, so I don't need to do that. I'm just going to say 0. I don't think I need to do 0. So if I just do y times 80, because I've got 60 on the achievement icon, and I want a gap between them, so 10 gap between them, plus I want 5 gap from the edges, so yeah, 80. I can always increase that. And then I want to have underscore achievement window rect, current player window rect, what? I said achievement. Achievement window rect dot width minus 50. This is so we can see the scroll bar and it doesn't interfere with the scroll bar. And the actual height of it all is going to be 70, as I mentioned before. And then in here, we're not going to have any text displayed in the box itself because I don't see the point. Because all of our name and everything is going to be displayed from the achievement variable, so we don't actually need that in here. And then I'm just going to, I'm thinking of, I need a GUI, so I'm going to create a, what am I going to call this? Achievement background. Of course, achievement background, which also means I need to go into my Unity here, game skin 6, and I'm going to call that achievement background. No more hover and active. I've got my achievement background right here, so I'm just going to put that in there. And to make sure that the board is correct, that's too big, so 4, 4, 4, 4. And the font size, I don't need a stupidly large font, so that should be alright now. Then go back into the script. And then what I will do is I'm gonna create a slot rect. The reason I'm going to do this is because I'm going to be using the slot rect a couple of times, and rather than having code, I can just put this number in instead of the width and height and everything. So I'm going to say rect slot rect equals a new rect 15 5 plus y times 80 and 60, 60. This is the icon. Basically the icon is going to be 15 from the left, because it's already 10 here, so it's going to be 15, so it's an extra 5. It's going to be 5 from the top plus y-axis, which is 60, I believe, which is 60, something like that, times by 80, 60, 60. So the slot's going to be 60 in the width and height. Now I'm going to do now I'm going to do a GUI.box again, which is a new rect, and I'm going to say slot rect. Nothing, the icon, and I'm going to say is going to be the slot icon. Now the slot icon I've not added yet. This is going to be in the GUI again. If I go into here and then create lucky number 7, I go normal, hover, active. My slot icon is going to be my hidden achievement. This is so all the achievements are going to be because that way all the achievements are going to be, if you have not unlocked them, this lovely question mark created. I know my graphics are amazing, but still. It's a slot icon. I believe I just did something wrong with this slot icon. Oh, yeah. We don't need this new rect in here. We don't need a new rect because it's not creating a new rect. We're just copying the slot rect. And then under here, we're going to say slots I is equal to achievements I. The reason for this is I, the index, the I for the slots is going to be the same as the I for the achievements. So they overwrite each other. Now what we're going to do is an if slots I dot achievement name, because every achievement has a name, is not equal to null. So if it has something in it, then we're going to say GUI.drawTexture. We're going to say slot rect again, and then say slots dot achieve. There, I believe slots I dot achievement icon name. I believe it's achievement icon. Maybe we're using the name. No, yeah, I know what I'm doing now. Whoops. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a GUI.label, which is a new rect. And this is going to be, this one here is going to be our state. There. This is going to be our achievement name. So our achievement name, because we already start 80 from the top, it's going to be 90. Then we'll do it 5 plus y times 80, 225. The reason for this is because I want it 200 wide so the achievement name doesn't get cut off, and 25 high is just standard for text really. And then I want to do the color equals hash, and I believe I'm going to do a lovely blue color. So I believe it was 669900. Plus, and I want to do slots I dot achievement name, and then we want to do the plus, and then we want to do the whoops, and then we want to do that, and then color, and then I want to do, I'll just do a couple of ends so it leaves a bit of padding. Now what we're going to do is we're going to create another one. See, this other one, how on the other hand, is going to be our description now. So we can copy everything we've got here. And then 90 from the left, which is fine. Do it 30 from the top. And 80 is fine. 400 because it's description, and achievement description. Achievement description. And that should be our achievement descriptions done. Now what I want to do is want to come down again and say if slots I dot achievement status is not equal to dot locked. This is saying if the slot achievement status is not equal to locked. So if it's not locked, then we want to display this text here. So the text we want to do is a GUI label. A GUI.label, which is a new, not network, new rect. And so achievement window rect dot width minus 150 because I want it on the top right. I'm going to do 5 because it's going to be 5 from the top. And then I want to do plus y times by 80 again. And then I want to do 100 wide and then 25 high, as normal. And then what we can do here is we just copy all this in here, put it there, and instead of achievement description, we're going to do achievement status. And then what we're going to do is else, little else statement, and then we can just copy this again. And then, to be honest, I want these green and red and blue, the red and green, don't I? So, I believe some good colours will be CC, 0 and 4 zeros, and another good colour will be 339900. 339900. Yeah, I think that's a good colour. And after this here, we just do I plus plus. So it just keeps going through this over and over and over again until the slots y equals to 20. If not, it just keeps going through and through and through and through again, through again. And after the end scroll view, just a quick one. We can do a quick GUI label. GUI.label is a new rect. It's a new rect, and this has been a new rect. What position? I said it was going to be bottom left, didn't I? So what we're going to do is we're going to do it 10 from the left. Underscore achievement window rect dot height minus 50 because I have it 60 from the top, don't I? 225 and 25 the thing. And I did create an int to store it all, didn't I? Did I? No, I didn't by the looks of this. And private int underscore achievement unlocks. Because at the moment I believe we don't have any achievement unlocks to store that. So what we're going to need to do is, now we've got that, I don't think we need a max achievements unlocked. Because I know we've got 20. So we've got probably in 20 here, so I'll just do the slots here. So what I'll do is scroll back down. I'm going to say underscore achievement unlocks plus little speech plus, and I say underscore y slots. This is basically so I can see how many achievements we've unlocked. Little slash to separate them, and I'm going to say y slots. Save that. Now if you run this, whoops, just dropped my phone after getting a text message. Now if you run this, then you will get a massive error and it will probably lag. The reason for this is because what we need to do is we need to actually add these into some sort of order, an executable order. Now what I need to do is go into Unity, click Edit, Project Settings, Script Execution Order, and then we can drag our achievement database here, and then our main menu after. The reason for this is we want our database to populate before our menu. The reason I've not added the variables is because the variables doesn't have a mono behavior. These are automatically executed first. See? These are automatically executed first. But these, on the other hand, all these other ones are all executed together, and there's not any necessary order to them. What we just did is we just created an order. That way we don't get any what's the error that it comes up with? Argument out of range error. It's something like that. Is what it always uses. So if I was to actually run this, I'm expecting an error. No, I didn't get any errors. But we've got our achievements in here. We've got a 0 out of 20, and we've got to go back. See, this is all working now. Now what we need to do is in our start function. In our start function, what we need to do is add some achievements in here. So because I want to save the achievements, what I'm going to do is if player prefs dot has key, I'm going to call this welcome achievement. Then it executes this one. See, now this is why I love but not love anything like this. So what I'll do is, I believe if I go into my achievement database, here we are, yeah, we're going to be using these numbers here. So if it has it, I want to do it as number 2, and if it, because I want it unlocked. So if play process has key, I want to do achievements. No, it's add achieve. No, I've not added the add achieve. Typical. So I'll create some of these for now, and then I will be finishing off this next tutorial part, because I believe this is getting quite long now. But anyway, just create a few more of these. See, I've got, I know for a fact I got quite a few, so I got 4 achievements, I believe. Banks achievement, death achievement, and I believe I've welcomed Banks, Death, and Almighty. Yeah. Almighty achievement. So these are the normal ones I have. But the next tutorial, what we'll be doing is I'll be adding in the add achieve down here, so we can quickly and easily add achievements in here and have them all display on this grid that we have in our game. I'm Unity3D. Thank you for watching. I shall see you next time. Bye bye.